Kendra here. Starting my first video. Courageously Kendra is the YouTube channel name. It started out as Collectively Kendra because it was just going to be a hodgepodge of things. I just kind of wanted to just get the feel of vlogging. I've wanted to do this for a while, and so kind of wanted to jump right into it. But then I was talking with a friend that helped me come up with Courageously Kendra, just because there were so many things going on and I just took a lot of courage to do, and so still went with the CC vibe, but it was good. This video is more of just a get to know you. I found some questions on Pinterest. Shout out to Pinterest, because Pinterest is a goat when it comes to finding things. So yeah, kind of just gonna hop right in. My name is Kendra, C-A-N-D-R-A, if you didn't know. Currently sitting in the work parking lot because that's where I have time, and you're gonna see a lot of videos from my car because that's why I have a mount to set up my phone to video. So jumping right into the questions. What is my middle name? My middle name is Chantel. Kendra Chantel. I am 25 years old, born July 28th. Shout out to those July babies, those Leos, which leads into the next question, which is, what is my zodiac sign? I have my tablet right here that I'm answering questions on, so if you see me looking down, that's why. My favorite color is olive green. My favorite color has always been some shade of green. Started out as lime green, then it went to more of like a milky lime green. Now it's just olive green. My lucky number is 28. That's only because my birthday's on the 28th. But if I have to go under 10, it's either 4 or 2, because 2 goes into 28 and 4 goes into 28. Really, I will most likely go with a 4, because a 4 can be divided into a 2, and 4 can be added twice to go into 8, 28. Really complicated, but that's how my mind works. I'm an analytical numbers type person. Do I have any pets? No. Don't like them at all. Where am I from? I'm from Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Yes, there are black people in Iowa. I get that a lot. Born and raised in Iowa. Migrated from, well, most of my family lives in Chicago. So shout out to Iowa, shout out to Chicago. How tall am I? I think I'm 5'6". On a good day, that's the last time I got my height checked. I was 5'6.5", but I'm pretty sure I'm shrinking. Here's my shoe size. I wear a size 10. I'm not the smallest girl in the world. I've wore size 10 since I can remember. How many pairs of shoes do I own? Too many to count. Tons and tons of flip-flops, tons and tons of tennis shoes, tons and tons of boots. I don't like heels. Tennis shoes are my favorite, so shout out to Nike though too, because that's pretty much all I wear. What was your last stream about? That I can remember. I don't remember the one from last night, but it's a hodgepodge of things because I just moved here from Branson, Missouri. And so it's part Branson, part camp, part Iowa, part now, where my students were in my dream, which was really weird. Yes, I am a pre-K teacher, teach 4-year-olds in more of an academic setting, but it's both play and academic. What talents do I have? I can sing. I just choose not to half the time. I choose to just play with my voice rather than actually sing. Very creative. My mind can look at something and find something creative to do with it. My mind can also look at something and decide how to reorganize it best. So very analytical, love to reorganize. I will clean my head off if I can reorganize my head off, which is good. My favorite song, I don't necessarily have a favorite song, whereas a favorite album. My favorite album right now is Tori Kelly's gospel album. Shout out to Tori Kelly. But I also listen to Jimmy Needham and Hamilton. That's one of my favorites right now. Those are the 3 playlists I kind of loop through consistently depending on what mood I'm in. Favorite movie, Pitch Perfects. Pitch Perfects have always my favorite. Goes along with the singing thing. Outside of Pitch Perfect, I'm not a big thrillers person, but What Happened to Monday, I rocks with that movie. It's so good. Who would be my ideal partner? I think the biggest thing is being a believer. You need to be a believer, and you need to be able to lead me in the way I should go, but also I will lead myself to the Lord, so we need to be equally yoked in that. Do I want kids? Yes. I want twin girls and then another girl. I don't want boys. They're just not my favorite, but at the same time, I have a bunch of boys in my classroom. It's more boys than girls, and they're growing on me. And I always say, if I have a boy, I hope he's like child A or child B in my class, but not like child C or D, you know? And so, but I really pray for a girl. My family is all girls, which is crazy. My great-grandma had 9, my grandma had 5, my grandma's got 10 granddaughters and 1 great-granddaughter. So, though they say the guy chooses, my genes are really, really strong. So, do I want a church wedding? I don't really know. I'd have to find the right church to do so. Yes, I want a church wedding, but if I had the chance to do an outside wedding, I would do that too. I would do a beach wedding in a heartbeat because I love the water. There's one of my students right there. Am I religious? Yes, I am a believer in God, and I follow that pretty closely. Everyone sins, everyone messes up, so I just follow it closely, but it's more of a relationship. I have a relationship with Christ. I don't like the word religion. I like more of a relationship. Have I been to the hospital? Have you ever been to the hospital? Yes. One of my friends here in Houston was just in the hospital, and I spent time with her. I don't like hospitals at all, but I also just went and got an MRI, so that was also part of it. Have you ever gotten in trouble with the law? That was what my dream was about. I have to come back and tell you about my dream last night. I'll tell you later in a different video. But no, I have not, but in that dream I did. Have I ever met any celebrities? I met Tina and Artie from Glee. They came to my campus. Shout out to University of Northern Iowa. Go Panthers. They came to my campus, which was really cool. Do I like baths or showers? Showers. I don't like wasting time. I like to get in and get out. What color are my socks that I'm wearing? They're gray. They're white. They're white. Have I ever been famous? No. Pretty chill. Would I like to be a big celebrity? No. I don't like the attention at all. What type of music do I like? It depends on my mood. I like country music sometimes. I like Christian rap sometimes. I like contemporary Christian. Most of the time you'll find contemporary Christian playing, depending on what mood I'm in. I should probably go into work. We'll finish this video later. Hey y'all, sorry, this weekend has been pretty busy, and so I wasn't able to finish my question and answer until now. But new day, happy Sunday. Went to church, went to Hope City, Houston, which is great, at the new West Houston campus. Just really love that church. Really love the word that was spoken today, which was awesome. But I'm gonna jump back into my Q&A. If you could live in a book, TV show, or movie, what would it be? It would probably be a TV show. I don't know, because that's just really ongoing. It could be like Scandal or Grey's Anatomy, because those are 2 that were on for a really long time. If you could bring one musician back from the dead, who would it be and why? Michael Jackson. He just had really good music. He had a lot going on, but it was good music. What animal best represents you and why? Oh, I'm still looking at my tablet just so you guys know. What animal best represents What animal best represents me? this animal happens to be my favorite also, go ahead and comment down below and guess what animal I'm gonna say. There's only a few of you that actually know my favorite animal, but it is an elephant. I would say I'm most like an elephant because, I don't know, when elephants are born, they're not really helpless. They're born, they can stand on their own. Yes, they're by their family through thick and thin, but like, they're still there. And so, just like an elephant, like I was born to this family, but I also stand strongly by myself and can hold my own. And so that's why I would say an elephant. If I could time travel, would I go to the past or the future? I would go to the past. I hate to say this because a lot of people don't agree with it, but I would go back to high school. High school really wasn't that bad for me. I mean, there were some other issues outside of school that I had to deal with, but inside of school, it's show choir and cheer and all that. Shout out to Ovation and Westside Delegation, Cedar Rapids, Iowa show choir. I would go back to high school because I really missed show choir, and it was just a really fun season. I was in everything. I was always at school, always busy. Only save one item, what would it be and why? My box of keepsakes, which also happens to have my passport in it, so I would have some type of document. But my box of keepsakes, just because they're really near and dear to my heart. I keep almost all of my notes and letters that are written to me, because those are just important, and I just kind of go back to them and read them sometimes, just to kind of get in my feels a little bit. It's just the best way for me to get in my feels, which is something that I actually need a lot of the time. What am I most grateful for? I actually, one thing that I thank the Lord for quite frequently is my upbringing and my family. It wasn't the easiest, still isn't the easiest, but I'm still thankful that like he chose my mother and my father, chose my grandma and my aunts to be in my life, because although some of the memories aren't the fondest of memories, I'm just so thankful for where I've came from to see where I've come to. So yeah, why did I choose my profession? Well, you guys know I'm a teacher. I've said that earlier, but I started as an education major, wanted to be elementary middle. Then I just felt like the Lord was pushing me a different direction, and so I was gonna go to Leisure, Youth, and Human Services because I was super involved with Camp Adventure. But lo and behold, I ended up going into family services, which is the best way I explain it is it's the pre-steps to a social worker coming into your home and taking your child. So family services was my major, and Leisure, Youth, and Human Services was my minor, and that is what I loved. I thrived in all of my classes. But when I was looking for jobs, this one was the only one that the Lord kind of set into my lap. And I looked for months and months before I accepted this job and moved out here to Houston. But I'm so happy where I'm at. Like, every job has its ups and its downs, its trials and errors, but like, I'm so thankful for the kids and the people that I've met at my current place of employment. So that's where. How would your best friend describe you? I don't know, Paige. Let us know. Comment down below, because I know you're watching this. But I think Jordan and Tawana would probably say that I'm outspoken, which is not something that I think I would agree with. Back and be quiet. I'm observant. That's what they would say. I'm very observant. I don't know. I guess that goes with my organizational side of me. I guess that goes with more of the organizational side of me, but I just kind of sit back and watch my surroundings, and I catch almost everything, so not much gets past me. So yeah, I think outspoken and observant would be my two that they would say. who knows, maybe I'll ask them and then do a video on that. If you want to see that, comment down below some ideas for some future videos. If I could master one language outside of English, which one would it be? It would be Spanish. I work around a bunch of Spanish speakers, and sometimes I can catch some of the words that they say because I took Spanish in high school, but I just really want to know what they're saying. And then I could be like, oh, really? You're saying that? And they don't think that I understand. And I'm just like, I completely, clearly understand you. I just want to shock people with that. So it would be Spanish. What teacher inspired you the most and how? I don't have one specific teacher, but I can start with my first one, which is Sarah Colas. She just cared right away. She was my 10th grade English teacher. Still one of my favorites to this day. But she just didn't really care what I had going on at home. She still was going to push me to be my best and do my best, and she believed in me more than I believed in myself. Following that, there's Lori Bateman. Shout out to Miss Bateman. Sorry for using your first name. But she just took me under her wing when I was struggling in language arts in the next year. She just really took me under her wing and like mentored me and helped me pass the class and get things done when I just didn't get along with the teacher, because I was a handful back in high school. I still am a handful, but just in a different way. So let's see. I have Miss Colas, Miss Bateman, Miss Tongue Hamill. She was my Spanish teacher. Had her 2 years. I took her class a couple of times. I don't know. She just was herself through and through, no matter what. No matter her age, no matter what was thrown at her, she was herself. And that just really inspires me to this day. Shout out to her and her husband. She got married my senior year in high school. So that's why I call her Tongue Hamill instead of Tanyasvik or Hamill. It's my nickname for her, and I loved it. Lastly, I'm just gonna stick to these core four. The lastly is Miss Covington, Susan Covington. I don't remember her first name, but I just loved her. She was just so funny, and she was there. She's like, if you need anything, let me know. She's the one that was like, you like math as much as you try to play. You're gonna end up minoring in math. And lo and behold, midway through my freshman year in college, I picked up a math minor. That really was because of her. She just helped bring out the love for math. But not only that, she was just there, like a listening ear, and she cared, which is great. So I think that comes to the end of my question and answer, but I did a Facebook poll, and 2 people posted questions. Shout out to my best friend Paige Schaefer. She to Aubrion for also asking questions. She wanted to know why I decided to lock my hair. If you didn't know, I am technically locked. I started my journey in April with braids. You can't even tell that they're actually with braids. It's been a journey in and of itself. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm looking up the question that Paige asked me. Which is a really dumb one now that I look at it, because she knows exactly what I do. But Aubrion asked, what made me go to dreads? I was relaxed. I was severely against going natural, and then I decided to go natural 5-ish years ago. And then in my natural state, I always just would get kinky twists or braids or something. My hair was always up and done because I don't like frizziness and looking a mess, which says a lot because that's what my hair looks like right now. But I was like, why keep spending this money on braids and twists and all of these things when I could just make my own. And so at that point I had just relaxed my hair, but then I was like, oh, I'm not gonna relax my hair again. I said I might as well just start my lock journey, and so I've been locked since April. But lo and behold, it's all because I was tired of paying to get braids and twists when I could make my own, and they could be really cute and they would be there longer, I guess. And I could spend the money that I spend on the hair and to get it redone on just getting my hair retwisted in the length. Just Jackie Hill Perry has really, if you don't know her, she's a poet, and she wrote Gay Girl, Good God. If you haven't read that book, go read it. Not sponsored, but it's such a good book, especially for our generation. But she had long, beautiful dreads. James Hogue has really long dreads, and his man bun is on point, and it stays on point. That actually was what it kind of inspired me. It was like, okay, he got dreads, like, and his hair is neat and it's up, and his man bun is on point, and he's bent, like, you know, just seeing all of these people with locks. And then once I started to like thinking about the lock process, I just saw so many people with locks. I was like, I can embrace this, it's okay. So that's why Aubrey-On, shout out to you. And then Paige asks, what do you do? I am a teacher. I teach pre-K 4, 4-year-olds. It's fun. I talk to you about it all the time. So those of you who don't know, I'll reiterate again. I am a pre-K 4 teacher in more of an academic setting, but we also do play, which is really fun. So yeah, if you have any other questions, go ahead and comment down below, and I'll probably do a Q&A show in like maybe a month or two once I get this channel up and running. Talk to you later. As far as my uploading schedule, as of right now, I will likely be uploading Monday mornings. For now, I have a whole list of videos that I want to get together, and I kind of want to keep this going. So right now, I'm just going to say 1 video a week. It gives me time to edit and time to kind of compile my thoughts into 1 video. This video has kind of been everywhere, but my uploading schedule will likely be Monday mornings. So go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and share me with your friends. Love you guys. Thanks for listening to my Q&A. Talk to y'all later.